And we're live. This is the wood where you get. What happens on the wood, Renat?
You get wooded. So good.
So good. You get wooded. So good. Anyways, that's right. This is the wood. Shabisky's not here tonight. He's doing something else, and he'll be back Monday. We're gonna be chilling tonight, just fucking talking shit randomly, like most of the time. But I'm in a chill mood. I'm not in a fucking arguing, drama, screaming, yelling, none of that fucking shit. No. I'm staying mellow.
Yeah.
Yellow, baby. Like biscuits and gravy. But Marshall's here.
Yeah. We've got the most chill person on the internet.
Yeah, she. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
You dirty rat. You dirty rat.
What? Well, probably it's gonna be a short show tonight too. I'll tell you that right now. Because I've been, I'm taking a little break from YouTube this weekend. I may pop up randomly, you never know, but doubtful. And I've been taking a break from YouTube the last couple of days, actually. But I've been chilling and just pissed off too at the same time. Car broke down yesterday. Got to get the alternator and everything fixed on it because alternator goes out. Fuck it, everything goes kaput. You can't crank that motherfucker. But we got to get that fixed. So I'm gonna be dealing with that over the weekend. That's the one thing we'll be dealing with. And, but yeah, we gonna shit. So how you been, Marshall?
Sorry, one sec. I was muted. I've been good, man. I've just been working on projects, just doing my thing, doing my art stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, man. Just enjoying it.
I've been doing art too.
I like to do art.
I painted a woman's house. She didn't want me to, but I did it anyway.
Did you paint it or did you tag it with graffiti?
Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay.
Yeah. She didn't respect my big fuck you,
No.
on the side of her house. But still, I wish I could. I tell you what, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. One of my favorite things is going to like train yards and looking at all the graffiti on train.
Yeah, I love to look at train graffiti and just see
Some
what
of
they come up with.
Yeah, dude, you can see some phenomenal fucking artwork out there. It's crazy too because you got these guys that's just tagging buildings and trains and can make serious money off this shit because they're like brilliant artists. But yeah.
I've seen some graffiti artists who have like spun it into basically local legend to where local businesses will pay them for murals and shit. It's like there's a way to do it positively and it's profitable. So I respect. Fuck anyone who says graffiti is not art. It's art, and
well, it is too. It's just
it is art, but here's the downside to it: when it ends up in places that it's not supposed to be, and on private property, it costs a lot of fucking money to remove that shit. Yeah, and if you added up the costs of removing fucking graffiti around America each year, your mind would be fucking blown at how much money they pour into just. And they're developing technologies to try and get people not to do it. It's like sprinkler systems activate with motions, all of this crazy shit. But yeah, back to the trains. I'm fascinated by the urban fucking artists and how they get that shit onto the train because they're kept in locked up facilities, and you see dudes hanging off moving trains going shh. It's like
that's crazy.
Fucking like you're risking your life, but then you see what they do, and like I'm not talking about the garbage tag, and I mean the dudes that put some thought and express themselves, and you see these neon colored fucking bits of fantastic art depicting different urban settings or just characters spelling out words that I can't even decipher because they're so cryptic. But it's aesthetically pleasing. Some of it is. It
Yeah.
really, and like Marshall said, over here in where I live, there was a bunch of dudes that back in the 90s they used to do breakdancing and stuff, and they ended up getting into fucking graffiti. But then they got into legally starting up a business, and I remember a hobby shop called Train Tasia got them to do a full fucking wall mural, and it was huge of this really cool train, and just it was done in a graffiti style though, with Train Tasia written in a graffiti logo, and they used that for the shop. It was fucking awesome. They had just dived in and immersed themselves in the culture and said, let's pay the dude to do and here's the crazy thing, all the other dudes that used to tag shit left it the fuck alone. No one ever went and sprayed over it and tagged it. It was really cool.
Yeah, one of the coolest things I ever seen was somebody tagged a mural of Obama on a train, and it looked exactly like it.
Oh yeah, I knew a kid in school. He was probably like 11. He could draw like photorealistic shit with a pencil, just a pencil. It was unbelievable how like I've never been able to draw, but I really envy people who can just really are naturally talented at that shit.
Yeah, I'd say one of the best artists I've seen it's funny, he's a professional wrestler, Jerry the King Lawler, one of the best artists I've ever seen.
I love Lawler, dude. I fucking love Lawler.
His fucking art is amazing. He drew a photo of Vince McMahon Sr., and Vince McMahon's son Shane all together. It looked just like, I mean, it was
so talented too, man. Like as an actor, like I mean, a lot of people when they hear Lawler, they immediately think of the Kaufman shit, which was brilliant. They were great together.
Yeah, Lawler's a great entertainer altogether, but he's a talented dude, man. And that's how he got into wrestling, was his art. He when he was a teenager, he started sending in drawings of the wrestlers into the TV station, and one of the commentators, Lance Russell, was also the TV station director, and so he seen some of the art and he put it on TV, and then they brought him in to start drawing the matches on Monday nights at the Memphis Coliseum. And then he became friends with Jackie Fargo, who was one of the big-time Memphis legends. And then he eventually became a wrestler.
It's funny how you don't pick certain people for artists. And a really good example for me is someone in the chat, Tommy from the Bronx, talked to him for a few years, had no idea, and then just one day randomly a painting appeared in the background. I asked about it. Turns out Tommy painted it, the JJ from fucking Good Times, and it was... I wanted to buy it, dude. I thought it was fucking awesome.
Oh, he's creative, dude. He sent me some lyrics once, and they're really, really good.
I got a cousin. He's a tattoo artist, but he's an amazing drawer. So yeah, there's a lot of talented people, and that's a skill that it's an amazing skill, in my opinion, drawing.
I just didn't picture Tommy from the Bronx being someone who got into oil painting. It's like I thought Tommy would be more into going down and fucking doing other shit, like
Tommy's done a lot of different things. He was in the '80s hair band.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's very artsy. Is what I'm saying. He's in the art. Yeah.
I got to talk to Tom because I've never found out what band it was. I keep fucking trying to work it out, and I just fucking can't. So I'm gonna have to grill him in private one day and just go, "What fucking band were you in?" And then go listen to a bunch of it. Because
I said hair band, I'm in a rock band. He might not work all the hair band.
Yeah, I'm 80s fucking rock, metal, whatever. I love that shit. So I don't know. If Tommy wants to divulge that information one day, I'll go listen to some, because I've probably listened to the band and not realized it was Tommy.
I can't draw shit. I can't draw. I can't play. I can't play music. Only thing I can do is tell a clever joke every now and again.
Well, I edit photos in fucking computer programs. That's my sort of extent of artistry. My avatar. That's about it. It's like, I'll edit this fucking photo. I can't draw for shit. It was a fun thing to do. But I don't know if I'd call it art in the way that, for instance, Tommy can take a blank canvas and then make I can't do that.
I mean, digital art's a thing now.
Yeah, but I'm manipulating an existing thing. I think it's a way different thing to creating something from
scratch. Well, I mean, it's just a different form, though. That's how I look at it. I mean, that's like poetry, right? There's different forms of poetry. There's different styles of music. So there's different styles of art, of drawing art too.
Like Weird Al too. I think Weird Al's a brilliant musician.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he does is absolutely transformative too. And because that picture that I did, it was originally a Crystal Head vodka bottle that I took a photo of, and I just took it into an editing program and started fucking with it over several days and ended up with that. And I kind of liked it, so I slapped it on as an avatar. And it's way better than the first version. Pimp did not like the first version. It did look like clown vomit though.
Did it?
But art is subjective, just like everything else. But that was pretty shit.
It was garbage. I admitted it. I liked it though, but it was still garbage. I like. But garbage.
That's like abstract art, right, man? I know, dude. I just can't get it. All this people, I see. You can see the darkness of the shades that represent them. I'm like, dude, I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it.
Yeah, I like Salvador Dali shit. He's one of my favorite painters because his paintings are just acid trips on canvas. I've got a print of one of his things hanging in my spare room, and I fucking love all of the stuff that he does. It's just weird. Reality's melting, and he is tripping balls on fucking acid, and then he grabs a canvas and starts going blah, blah, blah. And that's just my favorite painter of all time is definitely Dali because he's just reality's melting. And I don't know, and one of my other favorite paintings is Scream. I don't know why I like that, but the Scream painting, I just I dig it.
I don't know.
And I just want to say, someone else bought a T-shirt. You crazy son of a gun! Thank you so much for buying that stuff. That was awesome. So thank you, whoever did that. I'm not sure who bought the shirt after Gage and Landon bought something, but thank you very much.
There you go. He's going to announce it every time somebody buys something, by the way.
Well, seeing that that's probably the only merch I'm ever going to sell, I thought it was important.
The red underwear is coming up pretty soon. You're going to sell a lot of that. Don't worry.
Oh, look. I'm grateful. I did it for fun. And
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, but I was just fucking with you.
Yeah, I know. I didn't go in expecting to create a merch empire, but if I do, that would be hilarious. But I very much doubt that I will.
This motherfucker sold 4 pieces and they a merch empire.
Yeah, that was the gag I was saying to Shabby. I said, "Have you seen my merch empire?" Shabby, he was cracking up laughing. I said, "I've sold 4 pieces of merch, Shabby. I've got a merch empire."
Hey, 4 pieces is 4 pieces, man.
Look, I'm just grateful. Someone helped me. Landon threw me a bone. Gage threw me a bone. Thank you very much.
Did those hurt when they hit you?
Yeah, you know, I'm prepared for the impact. They did throw them from over in America, so when they get here, they're going to be traveling fast.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus. Baldwyn wants red-eye underwear with skid marks. You are disgusting.
He wants them pre-installed.
Pre-installed. Hey.
Oh, Mr. Baldwyn.
There's a business for it.
Yeah, that's true, right?
There's a market for it, man.
Ooh, terrifying thought.
Hey, it's period art, man. There's shit art. There's literally people who throw shit on a fucking whiteboard and call it art.
Yep.
The craziest thing ever was that dude that taped a banana to the wall.
Oh, yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, dude. It was so nice. Sold it for like what? Millions of dollars?
Oh, you just reminded me of a very famous graffiti artist who's now arguably could be the 21st century's most successful artist, Banksy. Have you ever heard of Banksy?
Yeah, I'm proud.
Yeah. Right, when Banksy does a mural or something and it appears randomly, it's fucking worth fucking moolah. And if he does it on a medium that can actually be taken from wherever and moved, it's worth millions of fucking dollars. Like his shit sells for millions of bucks.
He's done some really cool shit too, like that. He made his own custom money that was like a commentary. That was really cool. I think one of my favorite things he ever did was he did a gallery show, just like the banana thing. And after the painting sold, it like shredded and then self-destructed.
Oh, I remember that one.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember that.
That was I'm like, I didn't get it at first, and then it's just like, oh, I kind of still don't get it, but it was just like that was.
Well, I don't get it, but it's clever.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to say. I might not get it, but we are now talking about that event, and we're not art dudes, but we know who the fuck Banksy is and what he did, and then yes, there you go.
Yeah,
that's true market power right there. Is we know who he fucking is and what he's done.
Exactly.
And we all know that we'd never afford his artwork because we're way too poor.
Yeah, we are. Well, Marshall's a very rich man.
Oh,
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'm so loaded.
I mean, like my uncle used to say, he's rich where you don't wipe well. It's so disgusting. Anyway, yeah, dude, there's some crazy shit out there, man. I've always been intrigued by that kind of shit, like how people come up with these weird, like the banana to the wall idea. What the fuck, man? Yeah. And people got into, it's just weird.
That painting called Blood that's just brown. It's just
brown. I think there used to be probably still is a painting called Man Staring at Dog, and it's not even a man staring at a dog or something like that. Yeah, it's
that's
something.
like me when I name a project file on my computer something ridiculous, and it ends up being one of my songs, like Fart Butt or something.
Fart Butt. Yeah, it's like what's his name? That fucking stupid ass little rapper, one that snitched on people. He names his songs the most ridiculous shit.
6ix9ine. See, he's. Yeah. I don't consider 6ix9ine a rapper. I consider him like just a modern like marketing person. He's pretty good at what he does.
He is good at marketing himself. He really is.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause he doesn't even like write his shit. He's more like a personality. I think people don't realize that there's a lot of artists that are like, they're not like, the person you're seeing is the culmination of work of a lot of people. It's like they're just the face of what you're, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a creation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of like a boy band wrapped up in one person in a way, but different. I mean, like back in the 90s and the 80s, the boy bands had a certain, they had the supposedly bad boy, the young one, it was they all played their parts.
To me, because they pretty much had ended. I mean, there were a couple by the time I was a kid around, but like they were not really a thing anymore. Like the last like big ones I remember were like, I was really young. I was like, what's that fucking group? Maybe the fucking Bye 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 song.
NSYNC?
There's NSYNC and there's the other one.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. So I remember
there was 98 Degrees too. They were pretty. They were the third boy band in the 90s.
Oh, are they? Shit.
98 Degrees, yeah. Nick Lachey, the one that married Jessica Simpson, he was the lead. That's the only reason I know who he is, because they had that damn dumbass reality show with him and Jessica Simpson.
You ever seen that show with the Flavor Flav and his girl?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It is
weird.
What
were you saying, Red Eye?
Oh, that's all right. I'm having a fucking mind fart. Don't mind me. What?
But you're wrong though about one thing, Mark. This K-pop is mostly boy bands.
See, I always forget about K-pop, but I feel like K-pop has distinguished itself into its own kind of thing, though.
It has, but it's all boy bands or girl bands, really.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing. I'm not hating on it. It's just it has kind of become its own thing in a way, though. I will agree with that.
Yeah, it's K-pop's this fucking manicured thing. So they get the bands. So while they're real young, they're in their band, and there's a really a very disturbing trend from K-pop band members and kids in this is they take the forever sleep a lot more than the average kid over there. So a lot of them have topped themselves, but they manufacture them, and then when they get into their early 20s, the bands go because people get bored with them and they break them up, and then they start turning those into like their own individual artists who then go into film and shit. It's like they carefully fucking, look after these kids and shape their careers, and like they're fucking robots, those poor kids. It's like what Disney did to all of the fucking. It's very similar. Like they just work them into the fucking ground. But the stuff that they produce is so highly fucking polished. It's not funny. Look at Gangnam Style. That shit just exploded.
But I mean, shit. I've seen some of the videos. Like what they're made do it 24/7.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's weird, dude. I mean, these kids everybody look at all their celebrities, or whatever, but they have no life. It's just constant work with it.
Yep. And similar things happening in China. They produce like fucking little pop bands and then pull the band apart and turn them into individual stars, and they understand how the fucking money's made, and it's a business model, and you can just look all over the world and the music will be different, but I guarantee you the business model behind it, the mechanics of
very similar.
Disney did it, K-pop does it.
I tell you what's creepy. Watch those videos coming out of North Korea. Those kids on TV, on North Korea TV.
Yeah, they're like slaying it, but they're smiling like.
Yeah, it's like it's like. I bet there's somebody standing behind that curtain with a fucking gun pointing at them.
Oh, that's a highly produced fucking show. That have you seen the footage of like when they do the military parades and that goose step? Well, here's the eerie thing. That step is eerily in time with the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive. So you go, doo, 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 and they're just marching to it perfectly. It's like, oh my fucking God, it syncs. So some genius has just gone through and grabbed a whole bunch of footage, and you look at the fucking formations, no one's fucking up, because if they fuck up, they get shot.
Yeah.
So it's like they perform this shit, and they put on a pantomime for the tourists, apparently. That's all like, and you go and they shepherd foreign tourists through certain parts of town, and you see all these happy people exercising and everything's smiley face, but you go around the fucking corner 2 streets, there's like people fucking starving to death, but you don't get to see that because you're North Korean tour guide, and I'm using really big finger quotes when I say tour guide will make sure that you stay on a very predetermined fucking path, and you will only see what they want you to see.
Absolutely.
And same for a lot. I'd say the same goes for China. If Westerners go over there and you start snipping around, the Chinese authorities will shepherd you to places that will shepherd you away from places they don't want you to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do our kids that way here in America.
Well, bit of news in. Capital writer, the QAnon shaman, has just pled guilty, and he's really disappointed that Donald Trump didn't pardon him. But here's the real kicker that everybody didn't see coming, and when I say didn't see coming, I use really big, ironic finger quotes. So they kind of kept him in prison, and they sort of threw him in with a shrink. He has been diagnosed with transient schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, and anxiety. Who would have thunk that the guy running around with the fucking horns on his head and the spear, calling himself QAnon shaman, was a bit nutty? Nutty is a squirrel turd, in fact. So he's pled guilty, and he's looking at either a 20-year prison term or a fine of up to $250,000. The government has indicated that they're going to ask for not go for the full fucking sentence, and his lawyer has basically said, can you let this dude out so we can get him some help, and the judge is considering it. So that dude was not well, and they've arrested over 600 people for that shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that dude's fucking psycho. Anyway, I read an article I was reading on Twitter earlier, and I pulled it up right now just so I can talk about it. It's weird. It says you aren't legally allowed to know which variant gave you COVID-19 in the U.S., even if it's the Delta, the highly contagious Delta. You're not legally allowed to know which variant you got. I found that weird.
That is strange.
It says most people, let me read this real quick. It says most people with COVID-19 in the U.S. are legally prevented from knowing which variant of the virus infected them, even if it is the highly contagious Delta strain. Virus sequencing tests have to be federally approved for the results to be disclosed to doctors or patients, and most are not yet. According to lab scientists, the process of validating the test for approval is too costly and time-consuming to be a priority.
I mean, I see what they're saying. That's more of a logical explanation than I thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
Maybe they might also be kind of concerned about misinformation as well, because that's kind of what it sounds like. They're really concerned about the data being handled, especially with how everything is now.
Yeah, I can say it. Cost effective, I understand that, and but I think eventually they'll get to it.
We also spend money on all kinds of dumb shit. So how about maybe this is worth spending some money on, as opposed to whatever else they were going to spend it on.
Yeah, because I mean, it is. But I'll tell you what's even weird. I'll tell you what. There's a certain person that I used to really admire here on the internet and in the entertainment world, but lately I just don't like him, and that's Joe Rogan.
Oh, thank you for saying it, because I was saying this on a stream earlier. I'm officially tired of him. I'm tired.
I am too. I'm officially tired of Joe Rogan. I 100% agree. I'm tired of Joe Rogan.
I like the guy too.
I love the dude, man. I was a big fucking fan. But this shit that he's saying about the virus and all this shit, telling young people not to get the vaccine.
It's outright irresponsible.
Yeah, it is very, very irresponsible.
And then because he came out after and was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. I don't actually know what I'm talking about."
Yeah, but you still said it. And you know the power you have, because that motherfucker is the biggest podcaster on the internet.
Well, and the thing is, though, is that, it's only like 3 months before he says something else. Now he's on the ivermectin or whatever the hell that horse dewormer is called.
Yeah, he's on that shit, man. And that's just dangerous.
He's just an idiot, man. I don't know. I don't know. I've been sick of him for a minute.
And also the thing is, he hasn't really. I think he's talking about how he got to feel better because of that, but it's come out that he's probably vaccinated. So that if you're vaccinated, that's probably what got you better.
Well, also he's like a health nut. He did a video listing like all of this shit he did for it. It's just like you don't even know if any of that helped, and if any of it did, what specifically helped. Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I still enjoy his comedy and shit, but even though I'm really kind of tired of his opinion on the vaccine, COVID, and all that shit, because it's dangerous. And I know everybody's allowed their opinion. I know. But with that kind of power that he has, and he has a lot of power, that man totes a big stick. Yeah. And when he swings it, people are affected.
I would actually like to see his numbers after moving away from YouTube, because I suspect he's taken a fairly decent fucking hit in viewership after moving platforms, because everybody else does, and I don't think Joe's going to be immune from it. Now, the amount of viewers that he's still got, it's going to make losing the 20% of his viewers still fairly insignificant, because he's still got a pool of tens of millions.
Yeah, huge.
So just wanted to quickly go back on that. So what the problem is in America and why you can't find out what variant you've got, it's not because they don't want to tell you. It's that there are more than 50 public labs in the US that are capable of sequencing coronavirus samples to detect variants. she's not aware of any labs that have completed the validation process to get federal approval.
Yeah, that's what the article just said.
Yeah. And it's basically the government needs to remove a bunch of red tape and just make sure that the facility in question is capable of doing so.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe legislating it that, because in America, insurance, just basically saying insurance companies, you make lots of money. Guess what? Fucking, you're going to make this part of your fucking thing where people can pay, get their insurance premium and get some fucking money back if they want to find out which variant, because it is a time-consuming process to do the sequencing. It takes a lot of time and it's a lot of data and a lot of resources, and that equals money. And when you're looking down the barrel of a pandemic, you got to start prioritizing shit.
Absolutely.
So it's not like there's a conspiracy out there. It's just like everybody's going, I'm not jumping through these fucking regulatory hoops just so I can tell you you've got D variant or fucking Lambda variant or whatever the fuck. It's just like, we know it's bad. There's a vaccine. Let's worry about this shit later. So now I understand why it's like, okay. So the main purpose and the main purpose in sequencing is to detect new variants. So there's enough people around the world doing that sort of thing to keep an eye on the genome and its mutations and what's happening. So that information will pop up like it has been popping up. We found out about Delta and Lambda variants. So anyway, now I understand. Sorry about that.
You don't understand shit.
Well, I understand why they're not telling people about it.
You're a liar!
Yes, I am. I've been caught out.
Okay, we'll get that over with now.
Clip it, send it to Negs.
Fuck that bitch. I'm not women. Nope. I'm not doing that.
Clip that and send it to Negs.
Well, you can clip it. I don't give a fuck if you clip it.
Send all the clips to all of the people.
But I'm trying not to do that.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to make a fucking joke. It's a gag that I say. It's like, clip it and send it to someone. Come on, man. It's a bad joke that I make.
Fuck him. No, I'm joking. Fuck everybody.
You're a rude boy.
Fuck everybody. I'm quitting.
So Joe's got the COVIDs, and Joe's been telling people.
He took horse pills.
I don't get the guy because he gets some really big lumpy brain people on his show, and he has really good conversations with these lumpy brain people, and then he does all this.
But he bought into the small, the ones that sound like they know what they're talking about with the anti-vaccine shit.
Well, that's a bit silly because I haven't really heard any compelling shit to convince me not to get the vaccine.
I loved it when Bill Burr was on his show, though. He tried to talk to Bill Burr about it. Bill Burr looked at him and said, Joe, you stupid.
Huh?
Bill Burr was like, that's just fucking stupid.
Well, I hope he fucking recovers quickly because
apparently he's feeling great now because he took the horse pills, he said.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets long COVID or not. If he gets that fucking long version, he's in trouble.
Look, folks, the horse dewormer is not a cure for COVID. It's just not.
There's no
cure.
Vaccine.
Yeah, there's a vaccine. There's no cure, and I guess so. It's so weird how people don't. They don't know. They just don't really give a fuck about what a vaccine is. They don't really understand what a vaccine. I mean, because as soon as you say something about the vaccine, well, you can still get it. No shit, Sherlock. Nobody says that.
Vaccinated for,
Nobody says you can't catch it.
Yeah.
See, now let me try and explain. Yeah, let me try and explain this to the kids. See, when you get the vaccine shots, it's allowing your immune system to go, oh, what's this, and deal with this thing in a weakened state. So, because if you don't do that, when COVID comes to visit in your body, it goes, and your immune system goes, what do I do? After your first shot, your body starts to understand what to do. When you get the second shot, that really ramps it up. And the third shot, which is your booster shot 8 months later, is just keeping your body up to date with, and making sure it's the immune system can still do its job. And the people that get vaccinated, well, the vast majority of people that are ending up in hospital now haven't been vaccinated, and the majority of people that do get vaccinated do not end up in ICU. It's like a 92 to 8% difference. So 92% of people in ICU haven't been vaccinated. 8% did. And the people that were vaccinated have a stay of about 2 days, and the people that aren't vaccinated stay much longer, and sometimes they never leave, or they leave in a body bag. Mm-hmm. That's the key differences, which is why this fucking coward of human being that's speaking right now, that is terrified of needles, that's starting to have an anxiety attack about next Tuesday, is still going to drive himself down there and sit down and probably start blubbering like a fucking baby as they go in his arm. And then 5 minutes after, he'll go, wow, what was the fucking stress about? And then I'll start going, oh, my arm's sore. And then I might feel like shit for 2 days. Still going to do it. I'm fucking doing it.
I did it.
Yeah, because Delta's raging through Australia right now. The statistic we've gone from New South Wales getting 1,200 cases a day now. It's just madness.
And I got to say, most of the people around here that I know that's been vaccinated did not even, with that whole second shot getting sick thing, didn't really affect them much. Yeah, I know like one day. Yeah. Well, like I said, I had a slight fever for about 2 hours. And I felt I felt something going on in my body. That was my immune system. Yeah. That was my immune system working. So I felt something going on in my body. That's it for a little bit. And then my mom felt bad for about 2 hours. She took a nap, woke up, she was fine. That's about it. That was the highlights of my second shot. I had a sore arm.
Yep. Yeah, that seems to be the most common side effect, just the sore arm.
Yeah, the sore arm thing. I did have a sore arm. But I do believe the first one was more sore than the second one.
Look, I'm fucking just got to be done, mate. But here's the thing: it's several seconds of me fucking having a massive fucking bitch fit about the needle, but got to do your part, because if the more people get vaccinated, the quicker we can fucking get a handle on it and stop it fucking kicking the shit out of the community. And here's the best bit. Let's talk about the positives now. People that get vaccinated are going to have access to fucking goods and services that if you don't get vaccinated, you're going to get cock-blocked from going to events. You want to go to a concert? Want to go to a ball game? In Australia, you're going to probably have to show a record that you've been vaccinated.
Canada's doing it now.
A lot of places. A lot of concerts and a lot of people. Garth Brooks is one of the first people that started doing his concerts. If you don't have a card, you can't get in.
Yeah, Garth Brooks.
It's a fair idea, and here's the other thing that gets people on board with these programs in Australia. For instance, I've mentioned this before. There's a inoculation program for kids, so they get vaccinated for all of the stuff that we've got vaccines for. And there's a certain place in northern New South Wales where hippies sort of all congregated, and very low vaccination rates. So the government went, how do we tackle this? And someone went, what if we took every year at the start of the year, the government give the parents of children a certain amount of money to help fund for school uniforms, all that shit, and it's a couple of grand per kid. Mm-hmm. So the government just turned that tap off and went, mm-hmm. Kids vaccinated, money. Kids not vaccinated, no money. Vaccination rates took off like a fucking goddamn SpaceX rocket putting something in fucking orbit to the ISS. Problem solved within a year, because everybody, the week that fucking extra $6,000 didn't show up, they shit their pants and went, oh my God, I can't buy my new screen TV, with big screen TV, oh shit. And all of the kids was all of a sudden rocking up the local doctors, getting their sleeves rolled up, and all of their fucking vaccinations were getting done.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Money, just offer money, offer a couple of $100, like cash.
Well, a lot of places around here is doing that, which I think it's sad that they have to do that. But
we got to get people across. In I heard in Canada there was a place where they were giving out joints. Was that America? Some place was giving out fucking joints.
Probably Washington.
I think it was in Portland.
Oh, was it Portland?
I heard about it in Portland.
You just got to incentivize it, seriously. And the longer people go without it, you're just going to have to up the ante and make the carrot a bit bigger. And
what they need to do is put vaccine shot centers stations at strip clubs, right? And every time you get your vaccine, you get free lap dance.
That'd get people across the line.
There was a town that was offering $100.
Yeah, wasn't that in Seattle?
I'm not sure. I just know somebody was offering $100.
Somewhere was offering $100. Yeah. And then they still didn't get them out there. Yeah.
And this is where you can start approaching big businesses, because this is affecting everybody. The sooner we get to open the fuck back up, the better, right? So big business will be on board. What they'll be. It'd be good advertising for them to partner up and offer fucking vouchers. Like, I don't know, let's just say Walmart decided to jump on board because they want to open the fuck back up properly in certain states that they can't. Bet you they'd be keen to throw a bit of money in the fucking kitty. Just anyone with a physical floor space, concert venues, they could organise free gigs, or free tickets for big bands or whatever the fuck. And that goes all the way from small clubs in town all the way up to fucking stadiums. There's so many different ideas that they could do to incentivize people to get on board with the vaccination thing. And then we get to open the fuck back up.
Absolutely. They need to do something, man. People need to get it, man. I don't understand. It look like the senator would be enough, your ass will live. That was incentive enough for me.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, me too.
I got a little bit of extra incentive. I drive a person that works in a retirement village, so
yeah,
I don't want to be a link in the chain that gets that fucking virus into that place and kills a bunch of people.
There are people that don't care that they could literally be the direct chain that kills people. They just don't care.
Well, that's how simple it is. I could pick it up down at the local shopping centre, bring it back home, jump in the car with the missus' sister, and then infect her, and she walks straight in there and starts spreading D variant around.
That easy.
Now, luckily, the vast majority of the residents who could get their shots have got their shots. Here's the crazy part: not all the nurses have.
Yeah.
Some of them are skeptical about the vaccine. It's like, I'm actually nurses.
Yeah.
And when I say nurses, these aren't like nurses that working in hospitals. They're orderlies at the retirement village. So I shouldn't have said nurses. That's probably not the right word, but they provide
nursing
qualified
faculty.
Yeah, they provide care at the old person, and some of those people are hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've heard one legit one is there's a lady that's trying to start a family, and so she's declined to have the thing. And you know what's happened to her? She worked for a certain government body. She had to quit her job because I've legislated it. If you don't have shots, you can't work on the front line anymore. You've got to. So she's taken the opportunity to go and she wants to have a baby. It's like, you want to have a baby during the pandemic, though? Like,
it's not even a good time to have a child. Like,
all right, like whatever. It's her choice. I'm just like that breeding. That breeding imperative. It's very strong in humans. So it's like.
Well, there's a lot of COVID pregnancies because people were shut up in their houses, couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So they fucked.
Yep.
And.
News just in, the Moderna vaccine has been okayed by our Therapeutic Goods Administration people for use in people 12 and over. So we've now got 3 vaccines available in Australia as of today. Hallelujah.
Good.
Jesus, I never thought I'd say that and mean it. Hallelujah.
The Moderna's the one I got. So.
Me too,
yeah. Yeah, I'm up for Pfizer. We just scored 4, it's amazing. Apparently, we just did a deal with Poland. I think we got 4 million Pfizer doses from fucking Poland.
Sick.
So we owe the Polish people a big fucking solid fuck yeah, and beer and pizza because they're throwing us a big fucking bone by doing that.
They like sausages. Thank you.
Sausages. All right.
Polish sausage.
We can do that.
Polish sausage is awesome.
Polish sausage.
Yeah, you throw good Polish sausage on a fucking grill. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. That's a good eating, homeboy.
Yeah. Have to fucking investigate.
You never had a Polish sausage?
I don't think I have.
For real, though.
Oh, well, if I have, I didn't realise it was Polish. It didn't jump up off the plane and go, listen, I'm fucking Polish. Remember that.
They have one of the packets. It's Polish sausage. You've had it, right, Marshall?
Oh yeah, like I like sausage. I like lots of sausage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't eat Polish sausage now because of my blood pressure, but I used to tear that shit up, homeboy. I used to be some of my favorite food was Polish sausage. Get you some sauerkraut, put it on that motherfucker.
Yeah, now you're talking my language, bro. That's what I do.
Brats and sauerkraut's fucking awesome too.
We put mustard. Yeah, like some. What are the? Well, my wife's grandmother's German, so there's a German store she likes. So we went there and got like some German mustard, some sauerkraut. The brats from there were amazing. Oh man, I ate like six in one sitting.
Well, there's kielbasa, and then there's the Polish sausage, Tom.
I like kielbasa too.
Yeah.
I just like the pepperoni and the salami. I'm a simple man.
Nice.
The pepperoni and the salami. It's like you put a bit of pepperoni on a good pie. It's like I'm a happy man.
Yeah.
Pepperoni is really good.
I like a good salami every now and again. Yeah, I like pepperoni too.
Yeah, salami's good when you want to just have a nice, mild, really savory snack. But when you want to have a little bit of spice, you just the pepperoni. It's like fucking fuck yeah. Just you get that shit, you slice it, and you fucking eat. Sometimes it doesn't even make it to the pie, unfortunately. It's like, you know what? I'm going to abandon the whole pie thing. I'm just taking this fucking taking it down. I'm going to eat the pepperoni. Fuck yeah.
I do like
Forget
kielbasa.
about it.
Tommy got me thinking about kielbasa. Kielbasa's good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we're all now thinking about, well, I'd really like a sausage right about now.
Kielbasa's fucking good, too.
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa and Polish sausage, I mean, they're pretty close. So it may be. I don't think it's actually the same thing, though. I think it's some different spices, I do believe. I think. I might be wrong.
You know what I haven't had in a minute? A fucking real, like a Chicago dog with all kinds of loaded shit on top of it.
Yeah.
I like a Chicago dog.
I like, I tell you what, if I buy dogs at like a store to cook them, I like getting Hebrew, was it the Hebrew National or whatever it's called?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that.
Those fucking dogs are awesome. I can't remember what they're called. Something. It's Hebrew. I know it got Hebrew in the word. Hebrew National Hot Dog. Yeah, Hebrew National Hot Dogs. Them fucking things are good. The beef franks. Oh my god, dude.
I actually want to try the fucking vegetarian or the vegan franks because this company that's been making small goods for years has actually branched out and started producing those. And if they're decent, I've never tried any of these fucking pretend meat things. So I'm gonna dive in and look. It's a hot dog. We already know what hot dogs really are. So if I'm getting one of these vegan versions, it might actually be healthier for me because it's not horse assholes. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm down for eating fucking cow butt hot dogs. I don't give a shit or whatever the fuck they are. Whatever butt happens to end up in the hot dog. Yeah. I want to try some of those vegetarian ones. Vegetarian, what is it? The fake meat burger patties. But I'm not expecting good things.
Well, some of them are not bad. I actually didn't mind the Impossible beef and stuff. Like the Impossible Whopper from Burger King was not bad. It's all right.
I haven't tried that. That might be my first adventure into the burgers, and there's a Impossible burger.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, they're not as good as a beef burger. I mean, they're not.
Yeah,
but
that's been my experience with the Beyond Meat stuff. But it works though. Like if I were, like, I'm actually trying to like really cut down on meat. Like that's like one of the I've tried Beyond Chicken Nuggets from A&W, and I've had plenty of veggie nuggets over the year. They still kind of taste a little bit like that, but they're definitely the best fake chicken I have had. And then I tried like a burrito with some fake beef in it. beyond beef, and
I don't.
that's all right.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't want to really. To be honest with you, I don't care for the fake chicken. I haven't found. I've yet to find a fake chicken one I like. The fake beef is okay.
It's evidently very hard to recreate because I mean, like for years I've tried several fake chicken products, and they usually are pretty bad.
I don't even like fucking rubber chickens. I always like fucking the live ones. Gotta have a pulse, man. Gotta have a pulse.
Yeah.
Unless it's a dead body.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not going to have a pulse, are they? Yep.
They'll have my pulse. Pulsating cock.
Fake turkey is pretty good, says Mr. Baldwyn.
Baldwyn's stupid, dude.
Well, what other...
No,
What?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, what other fake sort of meats are out there that people have tried? Fake turkey's obviously one of them now.
Fake bacon. A lot of people don't like bacon. I actually do really like it. Now, I don't like it as a bacon replacement.
It's not bad.
Like it. I like it for what it is by itself.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bacon, like Marshall said. It's not bacon, but it's not a bad replacement.
And you know what? I like turkey bacon too. I mean, I know it's me.
I don't.
You don't like turkey bacon?
I don't like turkey burgers either. I don't like the
Really?
turkey. Nope.
I fucking love turkey. We rarely eat turkey down here, except the
I
only
love
time we eat
turkey.
turkey Christmas dinner is that's about it.
That's good shit there. I love turkeys that way. Turkey sandwiches, but I don't like it made up like burgers and stuff.
So you don't like the ground turkey then?
No, I don't like the ground turkey.
All right. Question: has anyone in America done deep fried turkey, like KFC, but turkey?
Yep.
Exclusively and started so that's the thing. All right, that's something I'd like to fucking try,
It's
like a
apparently
turkey
very
drumstick.
good, too.
Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's good.
Deep fried fucking breaded and deep fried. That sounds like I could fucking go to town on a turkey drumstick like that.
Yeah, man, in the South they deep fry everything.
Dude, I love fried pickles are my shit.
Fried pickles sound pretty good.
What?
Yeah, fried pickles.
Good.
Get you some blue cheese with it. I
Anything
like blue
you
cheese
man.
dressing. I love
do like
blue cheese
too.
I
like
love
blue cheese
blue
with my
cheese.
wings.
Yes. Oh, that's the only way to eat a wing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. Fried pickles are very good, though.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna have to fucking hit the missus up because we've got a fucking fryer upstairs. I'm gonna say we need to get a turkey, and then we need to do something extraordinary. I'm gonna sit her down and say you need to sit down and listen to this fucking crazy idea. And it's like KFC, but turkey. She's gonna go, oh fuck. And then we're probably gonna have sex because we're gonna get excited about all the food.
And then she's gonna cry after. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, no, and then she'll realize, oh god, I had sex with this fucking goddamn praying mantis fucking goddamn thing again. And then we'll remember that we're cooking food, so we'll get over it and cook the food.
Man, that's what a relationship's all about. It's about being like, damn it, and then fuck it, let's get some food.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it is. Or midget strippers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially.
I wouldn't say the midget stripper. Give me just a second, guys.
So someone walked in as soon as he said that or something.
It's the FBI. Pimpmunk, you're coming with us.
Yeah, the FBI broom squad comes in. It's like a tactile unit.
You just see fucking multiple brooms come in from different angles, go whack, whack, boom, 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 just in and out of screen.
Dude, your mom's a legend for hitting you with that broom.
She's so gross, man.
I've seen it happen more than once, and every time it does happen, it makes me so happy.
I hit her with the broom too sometimes.
No, that's not allowed.
Why is it okay if I hit her? No, I mean, she hits me, but I don't hit her. That's not right.
Well,
I mean, it's at least like for audience, for the audiences, when you just see the broom of wrath like enter the frame, But we've never seen you hit your mom with a broom on stream.
Yeah, I think you're just saying that to try and make yourself look tough because you got beat up by your mum twice.
I ain't ashamed of it. She beat my ass.
She beat you, and you squealed. You squealed. You
like a bitch.
No, mama.
Hey, I wouldn't
No, mama.
Put it that way. She probably boxed.
Oh, Baldwyn, don't be dissing on people who eat blue cheese just because you a fucking pussy.
Yeah, people are such crybabies about blue cheese. They really are. Like,
It's mine. No motherfucker, you. I seen you walk in the house with a rusty, crusty ass fucking dildo and a 40-year-old can of ravioli. So shut the fuck up, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, you know, people in glass houses, mate. When you walk around with World War II surplus fucking ravioli and a dildo, you don't get to fucking talk shit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Blue cheese is fucking good.
Cheese is fucking awesome, dude.
Dude. Blue cheese dressing and blue cheese. I love blue cheese burgers, right? Crumbled up blue. Oh, fuck, it shit's good.
Put it on a sandwich, too.
Yeah. Shit's delicious.
And when you grill cheese, like grilled tasty cheese, when you're grilling on a burger and a bit of the cheese gets on the bun and it dries out and gets a little bit crispy, that crispy grilled, that in itself is a delicacy.
Yeah.
Do you like your hot dogs like kind of burnt, or do you like them
burnt?
Yeah. My dad was like that. He liked them like charred. Just want them fried up.
Char dogs are awesome. That's a thing, actually. Char dogs.
Char dog? Shit.
Yeah, Chicago. You go to Chicago, they got char dogs, man. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, it's just they cook them over a flame until they fucking get charred.
They're burnt. It's a burnt hot dog, okay? It's a burnt hot dog.
It's good.
Okay.
I say when I like marshmallows, right? Campfire, you gotta get them motherfuckers dark black.
Dude, I want to get an air fryer.
I've got one.
Yeah, they're good.
I need to get one.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
There's so much shit I want to fry. There's boundaries.
All they did was take a conventional oven and call it an air fryer.
Yeah, but
that's all it is.
The reason they call it frying though is because it's comparable to deep frying in the sense that it's being cooked from every angle at the same time. Like, but I mean, obviously, you're never gonna get like the deep fry taste from an air fryer. It's just not gonna happen.
No, but I mean, it's because the grease it's less greasy and you know it's good. I mean, I like it. It don't taste. I mean, it probably don't taste as good as deep fried stuff, but whatever. It's good. It's quick. I mean, it's easy.
Yeah, those. I've got a convection oven. I don't even use my main wall oven, and
yeah,
they're really good at fucking reheating pastry and shit. So I'll go down and buy a fresh pie out of from the bakery, bring a couple home, throw a few in the freezer, pull them out of the freezer, stick them in that thing for 25 minutes, and they come out just like they were done at the bakery. The pastry's just fucking perfect. They're fucking good things to have, dude. They're good at reheating frozen shit and not making it a soggy clusterfuck like a fucking microwave. Just takes longer.
That's right, Red Eye. That's right.
Because no one likes it. You know what? I bet you Shabisky reheats his fucking pizza in a fucking microwave. I bet you.
It probably does. I gotta tell you what, that fucking monotone son of a bitch Morgan better do what he said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go collect. I'll beat him up.
Yeah, you know.
I'll break every goddamn bone in his body. Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Are you okay? No, we should talk about it. We should get our feelings out here.
All right. So what's happened, ladies and gentlemen? We've got to come clean. We prostituted Bisky to John Morgan. Yeah, we sold Bisky's services to John Morgan.
And he talked tonight about as much as he normally does on the show. So yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, he's here though. I don't know what you guys are talking about. He's just quiet.
Yeah, well, it's just Shabisky.
Yeah, he's hiding behind one of our avatars, just doing his thing.
Aviotaro. That's what I'm gonna start calling it.
Aviotaro.
Aviotaro. And as soon as Shabisky gets my image done, lazy son of a bitch, I'll be doing some merch next week. Hopefully. Yeah, really eat that. Baldwyn, nobody gives a fuck what you want to eat, okay? You're on the clock, Baldwyn. Right now, you're on the clock for being such a dipshit about blue cheese. Don't ever diss blue cheese in my room. That's like disrespecting my mom, dude. When you disrespect blue cheese.
Yeah.
That's the level. Mom, blue cheese, Rosie.
Oh, there's a cat doing a drive-by at the moment. Hello, cat. You want some yum cha? Can't have any. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. This is not a negotiation. No.
I love cats.
I don't.
No.
I seriously don't.
Oh, no. Oh, she's about to give
That's
up.
why when they take over the world, I'm going to survive and you're not.
Well, no, dude. I'm going to fuck them up. Me said he almost died today. I don't know who Me is.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't die today, me.
Well, it depends on who Me is.
Well, I'm just going to take a chance and try and be a sweet boy.
That was kind of an ass. Something to say to me, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just laughed like you shocked me. I was
No, I'm glad you didn't die either, Me.
Yeah.
I'm glad Me didn't die. I know that was for sure.
Yeah, well,
So enlighten us with your almost death story, Me.
yeah, this better be a good story.
It better be a good story, or Red Owl's going to have to fuck his cat.
Yeah, the cat says, do tell.
He just completely ignored me saying he's going to fuck his cat. But
Just didn't hear you say anything. Just oblivious to some of these things that you say. Because
he's going to put a dig in the cat. I'm just saying. Don't try to cross Main Street during rush hour.
Ah.
You should have. You should have been hit if you tried to cross the goddamn street during the rush hour.
Right. So did
you not see that sign with the little lit up dude on it?
Well,
you know that little dude on the sign?
Apparently, G-Man has been hit by a car more than once, from what I understand.
That does not shock me at all. That does not shock me one bit.
I don't think he's ever looked both ways. That's probably why.
Yeah, that honestly, I swear that does not shock me. I am not shocked by that statement that G-Man's been hit by cars multiple times. That does not shock me.
Yeah.
Dude, how did you try to cross Main Street during rush hour? Did you not? Man.
All right.
The little walking dude lets you know when to walk, right? The little lit up motherfucker on the goddamn little block of screen there.
You know what I'm talking about. The green dude.
The little dude.
Did you try and recreate the game Frogger in real life? Because that's probably not a good idea.
What movie was that did that one time? I know several of them's done it. There was one movie that really did it well. Did it like Frogger. It was funny as fuck.
I forget.
Damn it.
No idea.
Well, goddamn.
Drawing a blank. Can't think of it. Moving on.
Moving on. Fuck.
Moving on.
I've been watching Friday Night Lights again.
Oh.
That's what I've been rewatching. That's a good show. It really is. Sometimes I go a while. I went a while this time without watching anything. Like I haven't been watching movies or TV shows. I just mainly been watching pro wrestling podcasts, preparing for some stuff. Is what I've been doing. But I was like, fuck it, I need a break. I need a break from YouTube. Honestly, I have been breaking from YouTube for the last couple of days. I've been handling some personal shit. So I said, fuck it. I hadn't even talked to Red Eye, really. I think I spoke to him yesterday once, and or the other day, I'm doing the show. I'm not doing the show. You know, go fuck yourself. Something like that. Today I told him I think today I messaged and said I was going to gay him in the butt. You know what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
That's why I'm here.
I say that's how I talk to Red most of the time. That's usually our conversation is like, I'm going to gay you in the ass. And then I stop talking.
Yeah. And then I'll call the authorities.
Yes. It was payday. I wanted to cash my check. And screw you. I am for... Dude, okay, let me ask you something. Look, okay, you walking across the street. You got your check, right? An 18-wheeler runs over your ass. Does the check get cashed?
Well, here's the thing. They may very well be Frogger because they didn't get hit by a fucking car.
Oh, and also, guess what he just did?
What?
He just told me he got money. You're on the clock.
Oh, no. That's a rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake, motherfucker.
Yeah. You just walked into the wrong alleyway, dude.
You can't deny it. He said, well, I spit it all. No, you lying son of a bitch. Coming down now.
Damn. Oh, look at the time. It's the second hour, pimp.
It is the second hour. What do we do in the second? I asked the question, Red Eye.
Not today, you don't. What do we do during the second hour, boss?
I don't know. What is it we do? No, we eat the man. That's what I tell you, to give us money and you do it. We're not going to worry about that first Patreon plug because fuck him. He's not here. So we're just going to go straight to the wood. No, I actually go to Shabisky. If you like Shabisky, please go, which I don't know why you would like Shabisky. But now, please become a patron of him. He deserves it. He does all kind of things with his fans. And the Wood Patreon, $5 above, gets you a private show. And there's also other tiers. We're going to be doing movie night soon. A week from tonight, if all possible, if nothing happens, we will be doing a private show next week. Not a week from tonight, a week from tomorrow night. Sorry, a week from tomorrow night. It's next Saturday, we will be doing a private show. $5 and above gets you that. I also have a Streamlabs and a direct link to PayPal, and I'll throw my cash out. I don't really have a set goal tonight, but if you'd like to tip, I'd appreciate it very much. Would like to make around $5,000 or $60,000, but I'd be perfectly okay with $122,000. But $20 would be all right too.
Yeah.
Boom. Nope, not boom. I was about to put hashtag that one, not cash app that one. Okay. Anyway, no, the cash app's in the damn channel thing. Anyway, fuck it.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget to drop by Marshall's channel and subscribe. And
yeah, don't forget to do that. You do that.
Listen to all of his music.
It's very good music.
All day, every day. Just have it playing in the background of your life.
I may be doing some work with Marshall pretty soon. He made me an offer the other day. We ain't gonna talk about it, I don't guess, but
Yes. I will let you know when I have more details. But
yeah,
I contacted a few people about the same thing. So.
Oh, so I'm not special.
Oh, you're among an elite few. Trust me.
Damn. I didn't even make the cut, boss. So you should be fucking stoked.
Well, that's because you suck.
Actually, if you'd be interested, I'd be able to have you as well.
Dude, if I can help you out in any way, shape, or form, let me know. More than happy to, mate.
I hope I got a big role because I like acting.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, there are going to be roles that are going to be recurring characters. Which,
yes. I like acting.
I like acting.
I like acting.
I do like acting.
I'm very good at it, actually.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty decent portfolio. Like I played the fucking character the mayor of Abortion Town, for instance. Yeah. A very, very shitty role that I come up with on the spot, and possibly the worst voice I ever fucking created.
I tell you what, I play very well on here. On internet. Apparently, I play the character of accused sexual offender very well.
Interesting. Oh my.
Stupid.
My cat wants a job too, apparently. You want a job? You want to be on the voice acting thing? Whatever we're doing? I don't know.
The voice acting thing. That was professional.
Hey, I'm highly professional. I get paid the big fucking dollars.
Yes, you do.
Fucking hell.
You know what I like? I'm getting into lately. Because there's a big trend now, for some reason, of beautiful young black ladies getting in the country and dressing in jeans and dressing up, and goddamn boy, you talking about that butt in them jeans? Oh, give Pimpmunk a heart attack.
What? So they're just wearing Daisy Dukes and stuff like that?
And no, just like jeans, just regular jeans, and Daisy Dukes too at times. But there's this one girl that I'm a big fan of on TikTok. She's a beautiful lady, beautiful girl, and she got one of the gorgeous smiles. She's also very talented, and I enjoy watching her. The only thing is we disagree politically. But when she don't talk political shit, I can watch her content and be entertained, right? So I'm entertained by it. But every now and again, she'll throw out a political opinion or something, and I'm like, fuck this one. But because I'm okay with having, people having a different political opinion than me. I'm okay with it. That's fine. As long as you're not trying to hurt people, as long as you're not okay, look, I love Joe Rogan, but I think Joe Rogan's been spreading bad advice.
Yeah.
I think Joe Rogan's been doing a very dangerous thing, playing with people's lives. And I can't respect that. That's lunatics to me. I can't respect that on Joe's part.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's doing what he thinks is right. We get to disagree, or at least we can disagree with him, point out why we think he's wrong, and I hope he recovers quickly.
Oh yeah, I wish him the best recovery, no doubt about that. Yeah, we gotta get that girl out right now. And that girl got all kind of issues in her apartment complex. They got more goddamn laws and meth heads. It's crazy. But anyway, she's messing with me. That girl's cool. I love her too. That's my favorite person. Well, not my favorite, but my second favorite person. Of course, my first favorite person is my mom.
Yeah.
And then there's Luna. Then there's Marshall. Then there's a dog named Chewy down the road. Wow. There's a couple of homeless guys named Fred and Steven. There's a woman that works at the local convenience store. There's a piece of trash on the ground, and then there's Red Eye.
Oh, that's not fair.
All right.
See how I set all that up just to insult you.
I'm the lowest rung on that ladder.
See, that was from the very get-go. I knew that's where I was going. Because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
But I'm a well-drawn-out asshole.
Yeah.
And I try to make it entertaining. Wait
a second.
What?
Why didn't John Morgan hire my services?
I don't know. You're more entertaining than Shabisky.
I'm not good enough for John.
He didn't hire me. Apparently he didn't hire Shabisky either.
We might have to send the fixer in. Tommy, are you available? We may have an issue.
Go collect, Tommy.
We have some union dues that are over there. They have neglected to pay their fees, Tommy, and we need you to fix this problem.
It was a business. It's business. And then when in my office, the officer came to me with an offer. And I'm like, I don't really like him anyway, so yeah.
Now, Tommy, you're an artist. We're going to let you pick which kneecap.
Okay.
Get to work. Usual cut. You get a taste, of course, sir. Thank you for your...
Kill them all.
Thank you for your expertise.
Dude, have you ever watched the documentary on the Iceman?
Oh yeah, I find those really fascinating. I like the one where he's talking with the psychologist.
Yeah, both of them are that way.
Yeah. And
the HBO specials is the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, they've done other documentaries, but the HBO, the HBO specials. Red, have you ever seen them?
Who is the Iceman?
Richard Kakinsky.
And he's a hitman, or
he was a hitman for the mafia.
Fuck!
But he's also one of the most prolific serial killers in the world. I mean, really, if you think about it, because he started killing before he was even hired to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, so he used to go out giving people forever sleep for fun.
Yeah, and then he got hired for it.
And then someone's noticed Oh shit.
It was usually vengeful shit, like
Yeah, then he was driving in the state of Mississippi for some reason. He was driving through the state of Mississippi one time, and these redneck boys cut him off or something, and so he pulls them over. No, he was driving by later on down the road, and they were pulled over on the side of the road. He pulls his car over, gets out, kills them.
Damn.
There was one guy who like insulted him at a bar or something. So he lit him on fire.
Insulted his wife.
Oh yeah. And he found the dude out in his car, and I think he threw a fucking Molotov in his car.
Well, yeah, every top mob guy said he was famous because he snitched on them. Of course, they said he was fake. But even some of some of the cases that he talked about, he would be the only person to know the details, right? Besides the police.
Yeah.
That's the reason I think, some of them may be fake, Tommy. I don't know. because he did have abundance. He had so many fucking stories.
Well, I've heard it talked about where it's like at a certain point, once he was already busted and shit, it only benefited him to make himself sound even.
And so he may have stretched it. Now it's quite possible that he stretched it. But some of them, I think a couple of cases, he had to be the one to do it.
Right. He definitely was an actual killer and an actual hitman for sure. I just maybe the extent of certain details are
that could be very possible. But dude, the interviews would creep you the fuck out though. Because if he's telling the truth, he was just so. It's just weird.
I don't know. The murder aspect of it is what it is, But the thing I really find interesting is there's a moment where he actually cries because
of his family.
Because his family, and it's like this dude is just seemingly incapable of love. Clearly has.
Then all of a sudden he had tears in his eyes. Yeah.
He's like, you're seeing the Iceman cry right now.
Yeah. And the one part where that interviewer asked him a question, it pissed him off.
Yeah, but he was
very calm, very calm. But he's like, "You made me angry."
And the guy's like, "Oh, why? Why did I make you angry?"
Yeah, he looked at me and said, "You made me angry," and it was like, okay, I wouldn't want this dude to be angry. Me in a dark alley.
That doctor's got some nuts on him, bro.
Yeah, well,
he maintained.
Well, he's famous for interviewing serial killers and shit. That's what he does.
Oh, is he? I wasn't aware of him as a person other than that.
Yeah, that's what he does. It's crazy. Now, there's a movie made about the Iceman, too, that I watched. And, it went by the stories that he told in the documentary. That's what it went by,
Are you into Sopranos?
Do what?
Are you into The Sopranos?
Hell yeah, I am.
Are you excited for the fucking Many Saints of Newark?
Yeah, I am, and I also think it's very cool that James Gandolfini's son is playing.
Bro, you look at that trailer. He looks like him. He looks like Tony.
Yeah, I think it's very cool that he's playing the young Tony. It is very cool that they actually got James Gandolfini's son to play the young Tony Soprano. That's pretty cool.
It's really, really awesome. I saw an article the other day. I think I tweeted it. I took it down where he was talking about. It was like a chance for him to say hello to his father.
Ooh.
And
that's interesting.
Yeah,
that is interesting. And from what I'm hearing, and from what I'm hearing, there's already a little buzz about an Academy Award for him.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But now here's what I'm thinking. Now I'm going to go ahead and say it. If Kevin Hart don't win the Academy Award for fatherhood, I'm going to be mad.
I haven't seen it.
God damn it, he acted his fucking ass off in that movie.
Kevin Hart? Like comedian Kevin Hart?
Yes, he was good. This movie it's a Netflix movie, right?
Yeah.
But this movie's it's awesome. It's an awesome motherfucking movie. I was shocked because I'm going to be honest with you. I am not the biggest Kevin Hart fan.
Me either.
I'm just not. But when the movie's about him having to raise his daughter because his wife died, right? What the movie's about. The scene where she died and they tell him, dude, I cried. I'm not going to lie. because his acting in that scene made me cry.
I'm gonna go watch it. That sounds good.
It brought, I mean, I had tears welling up my fucking eyes when I was watching that. I am not gonna lie, because he broke my heart. He looked pitiful. He looked like a man really hurting. He's a good actor. But you know what, though? You think about it. Rattleback, this is a lot of great comedians. You put them in serious roles, they tear that shit up.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh,
Yeah, they get their chops.
Look at Robin Williams. Look at Robin Williams. That motherfucker could.
Robin Williams, Bill Burr's done some great serious shit.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor could both do some serious shit, dude. Like,
I'll tell you what, that one movie, I can't think of the name. Adam Sandler did a good job in one serious role he did. I can't remember the name of that fucking movie, though.
I don't like the, like, look, I get Adam Sandler.
I don't hate on Adam Sandler like everybody else does.
Yeah, like, I like Adam Sandler. I do. Like, he's made some stinkers, whatever. He's also made some fucking classics. You know what I mean?
Exactly. He's made some. It's like I always say about when people shit on Nicolas Cage. Yes, Nicolas Cage has got like 100 bad movies, but there's a couple of really fucking good ones in there.
And he did great. He did great in them.
Like Leaving Las Vegas, nobody can say that's a bad performance for Nicolas Cage. Nobody can say that. That's an awesome performance. It's like Adam Sandler. There's a couple movies there. Like here, there's a movie called Funny People. Him, Seth Rogen, and shit, I can't think of his name. He's lost a lot of weight, but he was the chubby guy and been in a bunch of movies. He was in Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio. He was in War Dogs. He was in, I can't think of his damn name. He was in 21 Jump Street with what's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Damn it. He was also in Django. He was one of them that couldn't work the hood. I can't think of his damn.
Wait, what's the name of the movie? I'll just look it up. Let's look at the cast.
Oh. Well, he was in 21 Jump Street. He was in Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't think of his damn name. He used to be real fat, but he lost a lot of weight, I think.
I'm looking at the cast here. I don't know who you're talking about. So he's in Django?
Yeah, he was in Jonah Hill. That's it. Thank you, Jonah Hill.
Oh, Jonah Hill. Okay.
Yeah, Jonah Hill is an acting little motherfucker too. He can act his ass off. I've seen him. He can play some very different roles. And but that's like I used to, dude. I'm gonna tell you an actor that people hate on because he's a good looking guy. But Brad Pitt's a hell of an actor, dude.
He's a great actor. So is Leo.
Brad Pitt and Leo is too, but Brad Pitt's an amazing, and dude, Brad Pitt stole the fucking glory in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I like those fucking Inglorious Bastards too.
Don't kill us some Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Brad Pitt, dude. I love Brad Pitt. I want to have his babies.
He's a good actor.
Wow.
I think he's a great actor. You know who my mom's favorite actor is right now?
No.
Robert Duvall.
Ah.
And he is an excellent actor, by the way. Have you ever seen Apostle, right now?
No.
Have you ever seen it, Marshall?
I have not seen it, no.
That's where he plays a Pentecostal preacher, right? He plays like a TV evangelist kind of guy. I ain't gonna give you the story, but it's a very good movie. It's a very good. Billy Bob Thornton does a cameo in it. Because, they both came out with those movies. Like, Billy Bob came out with Sling Blade. Robert Duvall did a cameo. He played Carl's father.
Okay.
Yeah. The one that's sitting in the chair.
Well, I don't know what you're referring to.
You don't ever seen Sling Blade?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my God. Dude, that's an amazing movie. You didn't see it. But both movies are very good. If chat room and... Here, I'm putting you in class today. If you've never seen those two movies, ordering you to do it because I think you'll enjoy both of them. Now, they're serious, of course. They're not comedies in any way, but they're very good.
Oh, I remember who you're talking about. I remember Jonah Hill and Django now. Or the fucking hoods. They couldn't get the hoods to see out of them.
I can't see it. God, Don Johnson was amazing in that short. He had a small role, but he was fucking amazing in that role. Can't see a goddamn thing.
Look, I'm not saying we don't appreciate.
Yeah, that's it. We don't appreciate. Fuck all y'all. I'm going home. Django was an amazing movie. That was
a great movie.
Well,
Tarantino's
you know how Red Eye knows how I feel about Tarantino. He's my favorite modern day director. My two favorite directors of all time is Alfred Hitchcock and Quentin Tarantino.
I'd say that's a good top two.
That's my two favorite of all time.
Hell yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock couldn't make a bad movie.
Yeah, there's some rare people like that, like musicians and directors that just don't miss.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, that's like a series, right? To me, everybody knows my favorite show of all time is Sons of Anarchy. Right. Most shows have a bad season. Sons of Anarchy did not have a bad season. It never had a bad season.
I haven't seen Sons. I started watching it and I don't remember what happened, but
it's my favorite. Well, it's Hamlet on motorcycles.
Didn't that start? They had the fucking guy Thor, Liam Hemsworth. Didn't it have him in there? Look it up.
No. It had the dude that no, Liam Hemsworth was in that movie. You're mixing up. I know you're talking about, but Jax. One played Jax, the main character. I can't think of his name, but he does kind of Charlie Hunnam. Yeah, he does favor.
Okay.
Now, the dude who played what's the comic book, the devil guy? What's his name?
No, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
The comic book. What's the character? What's the character I'm talking about?
Oh, fuck.
Hellboy.
Yeah, Hellboy.
The one who played Hellboy played Clay in Sons of
Anarchy. Yeah, Ron.
Yeah, Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman. Yes, you go. He's in it. He's amazing in that movie, in that show too, by the way. But if you look, if you like Shakespeare, which I do, it's Hamlet on motorcycles.
Yeah, Henry Rollins made an appearance in that series. He played a fucking terrifying
racist motherfucker.
It's like I saw two scenes, and one of the scenes was where they grabbed Clay's missus and did what they did. Mm-hmm. And then the other scene was the retribution where they find him and he's got the kid and he just looks at the kid and he says, "You saw nothing, go." And the kid just looks at the ground and leaves, and then they just turn him into fucking Swiss cheese.
Yeah, but before he died, he told his son, "Don't snitch."
Yeah. No, he did. He said, "You didn't see nothing. Now go."
Yeah. Also, Marilyn Manson was in the last season of Sons of Anarchy too.
Okay.
He's getting that acting run done for a minute.
He was until he fucked up.
Yeah.
He done went and fucked up.
He's, Post-curricular activities have come back to bite him on the butt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that shit's true, but if it is true, he's a dick.
It's some dark shit for sure.
It's some really dark shit. If what is being accused of, it's some really dark shit. I'm not want to sit here and say, "Oh, it's true," because look, man, there's been people accused. Look what happened to Johnny Depp, right? I mean, Johnny Depp got accused of beating a woman. He didn't do it. She was an abusive motherfucker. But anyways, Marilyn Manson was in the last season, and he was a very good role, actually, too. He was a very good character. I actually enjoyed his character in there. It's a good show. Damn, it's a good show. I love that show. I'm also, what do you think about Dexter coming back, guys?
I'm for it because, I mean, look, everybody's still.
I'm for it because they ended it horribly.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is that look, I wasn't huge into Dexter, but I like Dexter, and I
know
a lot of fans were left with a really sour taste in their mouth about the.
I was pissed off.
Hopefully they make a right on this opportunity to kind of do something worthwhile. There's things that are confusing to me about it. Like apparently the Trinity Killer's coming back, but isn't he fucking dead?
Well, from what I'm hearing, it picks up to where it left off. Right, he was in Alaska or whatever.
Yeah, he was like.
Yeah, that's where the show picks off in Alaska. So it went from sunny Florida to cold ass Alaska. I hated the way they ended it originally. The show was excellent. Honestly, there's a perfect example they fucked up last season of Dexter. I didn't like the last season at all.
And that happens with that happen with
A lot
some
of
really great shows.
really great show,
And
that's why I was so scared about Sons of Anarchy, because I was such a huge dude. I was a mark for that show, right? I did not miss it when it came out on Tuesday nights. I didn't miss that fucking show.
Yeah.
But I was so scared about the last season, but it didn't let me down at all. It was an amazing season, and they ended it how they supposed to end it.
Yeah, good.
Jax had to die, right? The main character had to die.
Yeah.
There's just no doubt about it. He had to, because it's Hamlet on motorcycle. That's what it is. It's Hamlet on motorcycle. And but yeah, so I'm kind of excited about Dexter. Not 100% sold on it though.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait till I see some shit, because like I was kind of skeptic. Like I was kind of a little bit worried about Many Saints of Newark, but I saw that trailer and it so far is looking really good. So I'm hoping it's the same situation with like Dexter, where like it looks.
Have you guys happened to catch City on the Hill yet? It's a Kevin Bacon series.
No.
Showtime series. I've seen the first season. It's really good. It's based in Boston. It's like a cop show.
Huh.
Pretty good. He's a dirty cop, but he's a dirty cop, yet it's, you know how they do. They make the bad guys the good guys, the good guys the bad. It's weird how they do these shows. That's like when The Sopranos was like hot, right? Everybody was like, and I used to try to explain to like some of my friends, like, you do realize you're not supposed to celebrate the character of Tony, right? Tony's a bad guy. Tony's not a good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
people do that with a lot of villains. They start idolizing them, and they make this image of them that they're not. Like, this is a very flawed person that does horrible things. They're not
exactly.
You know, because there's moments where you see their humanity, you can kind of understand their motivations from an audience perspective. Doesn't make them like an anti-hero necessarily. Yeah. They're still an asshole.
I got a deep conversation with a friend of mine one time about this, and he was like, but he's the star of the show. I said, that doesn't make him a good guy.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy. I said, he kills people. He killed his nephew. You know, he fucked his nephew's woman, then ends up killing his ass. Killed her.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a good guy. It's an interesting character. It's an amazing character. And James Gandolfini was as good as you could get in that role.
Legend. Absolute legend.
Absolutely legendary. He was awesome in that role. So yeah, it was awesome. But that's like in real life stuff too. Look what they do to Jesse James. Make Jesse James look like a fucking hero. Jesse James was a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. You really go into history and look at Jesse. That dude was, and everybody's like, well, you know, somebody just shot him in the back. You know how many people Jesse James shot in the back? A bunch. He was a mean motherfucker, man.
Yeah, Ned Kelly in Australia. You don't remember the trooper or the captain of the troopers and know his name, but you fucking know who Ned Kelly is. But Ned Kelly was a bushranger, and he robbed people, and he was a bit of a problem. And because he was smart enough to armor up at least the top half of his body, he should have done his legs too. They might not have got him the day they did. But we all know who fucking Ned Kelly is, and Captain Starlight and a bunch of other bushrangers in Australia.
Educate me on Ned Kelly, because that sounds interesting.
Well, Ned Kelly was a bushranger.
Okay.
So, yeah, he used to basically rob from people. And
is that what a bushranger did?
Yeah. Bushrangers would basically just rob us. So they'd rob the Cobb coaches and shit. So traveling between settlements, say you wanted to go from Sydney to Ballarat, you're just traveling through a bunch of fucking, it's just bush. And these people would sort of be waiting along the train. Basically, the old school stand and deliver, money or your life. And that's how these people looked. That Captain Starlight was one of them. He was a very polite bushranger. But
well, look what they did to pirates, right? Just like a pirate did. Pirates were not good people.
No.
They were fucking horrible humans. They were thieves and murderers and rapists.
Yeah.
They were not good people. But we celebrate that shit. Which, I mean, look, it's cool. I know it's cool. It's the idea of it's kind of, But if you really break this shit down, these were bad people.
Yeah, I like to do caricatures of pirates because my missus' birthday is also International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So
yeah,
the standing joke is I walk in and go, happy birthday, lass. And she fucking slaps the shit out of me because she fucking hates that shit. So it's like a standing thing where I walk in and go, and it's like the amount of distance between me and her when I start talking like a pirate is, I try and keep it several meters so I can get a few fucking lines out before the shut the fuck up slapping starts. And then I can't do it again because she's got hold of me. So
I like talking to Landon about pirates and stuff. We had a long conversation one time about that. Let's say Blackbeard, right? Everybody celebrates Blackbeard. Blackbeard was a fucking dick.
Yeah.
He was a son of a bitch.
Crazy motherfucker and died in a battle that, like, apparently he got slashed and shot multiple times and he was still able to, like, basically fucking decapitate. He killed in his final battle. He fucked up a lot of dudes before they finally fucking took him down, but he fucking killed a lot of people.
Oh, he was a bad motherfucker.
He abandoned most of his crew one time just because it's like, well, I can get away on this one boat and the rest of those guys are fucked. It's like, see ya, and left the rest of them to just go,
yeah.
And they're all like, and Blackbeard's like, later, and he's like, he took all the money too, by the way. So he took all of the staff and a very small select bunch of his crew and left the rest of them to fucking rot. Like, he had a fleet of ships and they got fucking caught, and he basically abandoned them so he could get away. And eventually governors around America started just putting bounties on his head. He had the protection of one governor. Blackbeard was a crazy fucking story, dude. Like, I watched the full doc. I want to. Like, he used to tie firecrackers in his fucking beard.
He'd light them.
Get the crew to smear soot all over their face to make them look like fucking demons. And they used to sell that shit. And people used to think they were fucking possessed by demons, and they'd jump on their ship and they'd just give up.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
Crazy.
And there's a couple other fucking people from history. There was an English captain that went freelancer and come and did some stuff in South America and basically took part in revolutions and shit. And with his Navy expertise, just laid siege to places that were apparently you couldn't fucking take him down. And with his techniques, he would sail into ports and steal the flagship of the fucking enemy navy. He'd go and steal that fucking boat, and it's like, that's my flagship now, bitches. And he did that. It was like, wow.
And
John Cochrane, I think his name was Cochrane. He's a fucking crazy British fucker.
I've heard it. Yeah, I read it.
In the French conflict, he basically he bullshitted his way and took this inferior ship and fucked a bunch of fucking shit up in the French. Like, he sunk like 50 of their ships, run them aground. He'd chase them into rivers and force them to run their fucking ships aground instead of giving them up because they knew what they wanted. He wanted their ships because that made the British Navy bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he used to just do that shit. And he didn't give a fuck, Cochrane. Yeah, it's just like, fortune favors the bold. Fucking, let's do this.
Yeah.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
Now, I told a good TV shows them at Pirates. You ever seen Black Sails? That's a good show.
No, I haven't seen that one.
That's a good show. Really good show. But yeah, and look, by the way, I don't have no problem with people like being interested in pirates or outlaws and stuff. That's because I'm interested in it. I've read about it and stuff. And I mean, at one time, I was really interested in fucking like all the cowboy shit, like Billy the Kid and Jesse James.
Billy the Kid.
That's how I learned about Jesse James. I started reading all these books that were real stories. And Jesse James was not a good person. He was a bad person, and so was these pirates. What's up, Low Brow? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, it's interesting shit. It really is. Billy the Kid, most of the stories told about him was stretched and untrue, by the way.
Well, the thing that's interesting to me about Billy is how after he died, for years there were imitators who were claimed to be him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that happened.
And it's like the most believable one. Like, you look at him, he doesn't look a fucking thing like Billy the Kid.
What was his name? Brushy Bill. Yeah.
And because like Billy the Kid had there's like only like 2 verified photos of the guy, and he had a very unique, specific look. And that Brushy Bill dude looked nothing fucking like him, dude. Look at pictures of them next to each other; they don't look like fucking thing alike.
Yeah, Brushy Bill came out like in the 60s, wasn't it? Or 50s he came out.
He was old as shit. Yeah.
Old as hell. I think it was they did some background and proved that he was full of shit too.
What was interesting about, like, he was a good liar though, because what was interesting about it was that he didn't go around being like, I'm Billy the Kid, I'm a badass. He went around being like, I still want my pardon that I'm owed. From all
Yeah, shit like yeah. He tried to play the part really well, but I think they went back, did some history, and they proved that he was full of shit.
Unfortunately, Billy the Kid died like 21 or 22.
Yeah,
and that's just, he had a short.
Yeah, he was very young, and those dime store novels, as they called them back then, is what made him famous.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
The few things I know about Billy the Kid is that he traveled through time with Bill and Ted. Yeah, that's true.
Certainly did. It's a good documentary, that one.
Good documentary.
Very historically accurate.
I'm gonna go ahead and say something's gonna piss the people off.
Oh God, here we go.
I never liked Bill and Ted.
Fuck you. I hate your guts. You can go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit.
What? I never liked it.
First movie was fucking funny. Second movie wasn't bad. The third movie apparently sucked.
Yeah, there was one savior in the first movie, and we all know who that savior is. In the second too, I guess. George Carlin.
Rufus.
Other than that, no. Not a fan.
I liked the first two movies, I'll admit. The second one, not as good as the first, still funny. First one was genuine. I just liked it because it was the whole, that era of dude and that shit, and it was kind of, you know, California.
Yeah, I'm not saying the movie sucked. I'm just not a fan. I just never was. I never got what everybody else is so crazy about. It never struck me that well. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the third one. I'm just going off general reviews, and people, it wasn't as well received as the second one, and the second one wasn't quite as good as the first one.
I think I pissed people off with this one too. Jay and Silent Bob are great characters in other movies. As far as carrying the movie, no. As stars of the movie, no. In my opinion, I'm sorry, but it didn't work for me. As characters in other movies, yes, it worked. It worked in Clerks. It worked in Mallrats. It worked in but as far as carrying the whole movie based around Jay and Silent Bob, I never liked it.
I've only seen him in Clerks. I haven't seen him outside of that.
I did not like Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, all that shit. I just don't. Reboot. I tried to watch that. It sucked. To me, a whole movie wrapped around those characters does not work for me.
Well, it's kind of weird. What would you say that they're the central characters in Dogma, for instance?
They're not, though.
They kind of are, though.
But I'm not. But here's the deal. That is not my favorite movie either. I mean, I like Dogma. I thought that I like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck in it. I think they were pretty good in it. There's a lot of good characters. Morgan Freeman was amazing in it.
Yeah.
Would you consider them the main characters, though? Well,
to be fair, Dogma's telling a couple of stories at the same time. It's telling the stories of the two angels.
Yeah.
It's telling the chick story about her
multiple stories. Yeah.
And then the fucking two clowns end up being part of her story, but they're then part of the central. They're like the center of the circle, and everything's happening around them, and it's. So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
They're a big part of a multiple story kind of movie. Yeah.
Yeah. They work in that setting too, I think.
It was, but I never looked at them as like, really, in my opinion, never looked at them as like the main characters of the movie though. But I can see where you can see it too as well. Yeah. I loved them in Clerks. I thought it was funny as hell. But the movie wasn't based around the characters. I don't, like I said, now a couple of years they can come out with a movie based around the characters would be great. I'm just saying, so far the movies based around them, I'm not too crazy about. I love them.
Dogma's weird. Like, they're not central characters, but they permeate through
Yeah.
all of those stories. They're part of it. It's like they're in every section of like the two angels, their story. They end up fucking interacting with the fucking two idiots. The devil, the demon sent up. They're interacting with them. The chicks interacting with them, and they're just fucking on their own little adventure of whatever the fuck's going on. So they're a weird fucking bunch of characters. But I think you would be right as central characters, where the entire story's focused on them. What was the one where they went to Hollywood, their movie? Or that one was like a lot weaker than Dogma and Clerks and that.
Rebooted, or was that Strike Back?
Strikes Back, I think. Strikes and they Back. They go to Hollywood, and it's like, it
didn't work for me.
Yeah, it didn't have a stronger story because I think those ensemble casts where you get a bunch of cool like Dogma and Clerks. And they're a group of friends too, so they've worked well together. They fucking know.
And they were great Mallrats. Mallrats, the characters were. I love Mallrats, by the way, too. That's a great movie. Kevin Smith's a hell of a director.
Oh, he's a talented motherfucker.
He's a talented motherfucker, and I loved him. I didn't care too much for Tusk, though. I'll be honest with you. Tusk fucked me up.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but
It's weird, dude. It's so fucking weird. But now Red State, fucking amazing.
Well, what do you think of Tusk, Marshall?
I like. Okay, well, you got to remember the kind of content I make before I say that. Before I say my opinion, so let me just preface it with that. But I like it because it is so completely and utterly horrifying.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, really think though, like, really imagine you're in that position where you have just been turned into this. I imagine it's horrifically painful. You've been turned into this horrifying monster by this lunatic, and you're dragged into the water and you can't fucking swim. And like, dude, that's effective horror. Like, if I place myself mentally there, I'm
like, fucked up.
What the fuck? And that's why I like it. But you know what? I also like it because I don't think they take themselves 100% seriously in that movie. It is.
Well, I can see that. Yeah. It's meant to be taken kind of like weird. Now I agree with that statement, Lowbrow. A lot of people want to say Clerks is his best movie. I honestly think Mallrats is Kevin Smith's best movie, in my opinion. I actually enjoyed Mallrats better than did Clerks.
Was the movie Chasing Amy? Did he?
Chasing Amy was very good.
That's supposed to. Yeah, a lot of people say that's his one of his not best films too. So.
I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. Yeah. I think he does very well with certain actors too. Like directing certain actors, like he does very well directing Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. He does very well with those guys in the movie.
Yeah, very
well. Which those are pretty good actors and decent actors. Matt Damon's a really good actor in my opinion. Ben Affleck, well, he's Ben Affleck. Yeah, I mean, I think he does well with those. But yeah, I think Mallrats is one of my favorite Kevin Smith films. It is my favorite Kevin.
Yeah, chocolate covered pretzel. That was a fucking funny scene. I remember that. Yeah. So the dude's got a pretty sort of varied sort of block of work behind him.
Oh yeah, he's got a very nice line of work. Yeah, he does.
You know, and it's from crazy shit like Tusk all the way through to more serious stuff and some pretty good situation comedy stuff. And like Clerks was that. You'd call that situational comedy because it's based on the store. It's what happens in the store and outside of the store and shit. And that's another one where, again, not saying they're central, but they're a very important part. Jay and Silent Bob sitting outside that store doing their fucking thing.
Excellent in that role. Excellent.
That fucking worked. That's where I sort of got introduced to those characters.
Yeah, it worked. It definitely worked. It worked in every other movie. It's just I don't think it worked when they were surrounded. The movie based on
$20, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
Yeah,
it's stuff like that.
Yeah. That was a great movie. And now, honestly, I didn't like Clerks 2. Didn't like it. It kind of hurt. It kind of pissed me off that he went color with Clerks 2. By the way, it just pissed me off that he went color.
$15. Sorry, it was $15. My bad.
Yeah, 15. But it pissed me off. It pissed me off when he made Clerks in color. Clerks 2 in color. I didn't like that. I was like, dude, keep it black and white. Because that's what. Because to me, black and white in Clerks was a character in itself.
Yeah.
It really, it kind of, it's hard to explain that, but I think you understand what I mean. It just kind of, It just it worked so well that it was in black and white. It worked so well.
There are very few films that could get away with it, and
Exactly.
I think Clerks is one of the examples that got away with it.
Especially, you wouldn't expect a movie about working in a convenience store in black and white. Yeah. And it was brilliant. It was fucking brilliant to do that. It was brilliant to do that. So yeah, it was awesome.
Kind of made you stand out from the crowd, being that one of the only black and white films to be released in that decade.
Yeah.
So.
And it was about a convenience store.
Yeah. So it was, I think what that was, it was like, was he trying to portray? It was like the security cam footage. It's like that. It's you're seeing through the eyes of a security camera, kind of.
In a way, kind of that feel in a way. Yeah. And it was done so well. And and I've actually got a conversation with people like, well, the acting wasn't very good. Well, they were all new actors, and it was all original.
Well, sometimes that builds on a universe, like some
universes
don't that well.
Yeah, it does, and it was
I know you
say Origin, you'll get kicked out for shit like that because I love those guys, but that's the kind of shit right there that pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, you should, not do that maybe, but tell John we're waiting for our fees because Tommy's coming over to extract them, and you don't want that.
You don't come and advertise somebody else's fucking show during my show. That's fucking that irritates me.
I can fix that. It's okay. Let me see. Oh, oops! What happened?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love John Morgan, and I wish his show the best. He usually don't do his show when I do my show. And I support his show. But I'm not going to sit there and tell other people, go watch another show. What the fuck? Marshall, kill him next time you see him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I have orders now, shit.
And plus, I don't like origins.
Let's turn him into a black and white film.
Yeah, we was having such a nice conversation. Why do you have to come in and try to fuck things up?
That's what some people do. That's how they roll.
We were having a nice conversation.
Well, calm, cool, collected.
Dude, 2 hours flew by tonight.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
We weren't even going to do 2 fucking hours. So
no, we weren't. I wasn't even going to do. I was actually going to do an hour and a half, but we're almost done with the 2 hours. So we're not going to do a third hour tonight. We're not going to do that. But I thought it's been a really good show, actually.
Yeah.
Good comment. I love good. Sometimes that's what we do. Sometimes we try to like be goofy, and sometimes we just have conversations, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
And about good shit too.
Yeah, I think if we started to shift our focus on the how to, because we've all heard me go pandemic, blah blah blah. Let's focus on how the pathway out. Let's look at the fucking light at the end of the tunnel and focus on that shit for a while.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody is fucking dead set just fatigued with this shit. It's like mask fatigue. I'm at the point now where I go to the shops, get out of my car, walk into the mall, about to walk into the supermarket, and then I see everyone else with masks on, and I realise, fuck, I've left my mask in the car again. It's like I'm calling that one mask fatigue because I'm just so.
Yeah, I did that. A few days ago. Went bought gas. Went in the store to pay for the gas.
Just forgot.
Mom. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And it was too late because I was already up at the counter paying for it.
Yeah, right. And then you're like, you're like, fuck, I'm walking around and people think I'm a dumbass.
I
forgot.
They think I'm a fucking Republican. God damn it.
Shit.
But anyway, it happens. It has done, but also like when I get nervous when God damn it, I forgot my mask. I could have caught COVID.
Yeah, I fucking run straight out of the fucking 3 times yesterday. Every fucking place I went, I've got to the front door and then seen people with masks on and then gone, done the scream pose and gone, and had to go back the half a kilometre to the car and go, fucking Jesus Christ. And that one's not fun. So I did the walk of shame 3 times yesterday.
Well, this weekend's gonna be irritating as fuck because I gotta figure out how to get a goddamn alternator and gotta put it on and all this shit and
yeah.
So,
you should be all right. The most motor wreckers in Australia, they have like a hotline between each other and they help each other out with parts. So if one site's got it, they'll just get the part down to you wherever you need it fairly quickly.
Well, before we do end, Marshall, you got anything happening on your channel anytime soon?
Well, keep an eye out because I've got new music coming as always.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to put out the last track on this album. And be on the lookout in the next few months, maybe early next year, for the cartoon series to start dropping trailers and shit, dropping episodes. And it's going to be really cool. There's definitely going to be some people in it that you recognize. So get excited.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's going to have Shanny for Christ,
Ooh.
Rev.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. G-Man definitely goes.
G-Man.
G-Man looks like a burnt, younger version of Bill Cosby.
I was going to make a joke, but I won't.
Black Guy TV just has some of the best descriptions for G-Man that I couldn't fucking repeat out loud because I would probably...
Well, I said something one night, and it could have been took for racism, but I said it in front of Miss Parker, Black Guy TV, and all of them, and they just laughed their asses off, but I'm not going to repeat it just in case.
Yeah.
Not the whole father thing, but it was about G-Man. I said he looked like a burnt something. And but yeah, I said, well, fuck it. I said it like a burnt tater tot. And yeah.
Well, yeah, Black Guy TV used a similar description, and I found it to be completely funny and hilarious. But again, I'm not going to say what he said because he actually pulled one out too. He went, check this out. He pulled out a legit black card. They're real. They exist. He's got one. I saw it. Fuck off.
I got one too. See?
No. He's actually has the words. Does yours have like black card written on it? He's got one that has black card.
But I got my number on it.
Yeah, no, that's
no. My Hannibal gave me my number. It's like my Nazi number. Hannibal gave me.
So you could just present that. You could just present that anywhere, and it would be accepted.
Yeah.
As identification.
Yeah. See, I'm owned by the black community, right? I'm their slave.
Whoa, wow. Now I'm really uncomfortable with this conversation.
I gotta take a shower now. I gotta take a black. Yeah. I gotta take a burning.
No, I'm black.
Black jokes.
I am black. No, I've been in. Look, man, I've discussed this. There's times when I am black.
No.
Yes. There's times when I am inside a black woman, I am black.
It doesn't make you black.
I am inside her body.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to have a special show, and I'm going to assemble a panel of experts. Mrs. Parker, we're going to get Monty in here, Black Guy TV. We're going to get Midwest Guy.
I have told all these guys, every one of those people, I have told them the same thing.
They will be our panel of experts, and they will sit in judgment of this claim.
And
we shall see if it passes muster or not.
They all disagree with me, but they're wrong.
No.
Did you hear that? He even admits it before they've come on the show because he knows what's going to happen. He knows.
No, because we've already had this discussion with everyone.
But not with all four of the people assembled in the same place. Well, we're going to have that
in the black person.
We're having an intervention, and I'm going to organize it. That's it.
By the way, if you don't get that that's a joke, y'all are stupid. All right? Let me just say that right quick. Because I know I am black, right?
Yeah, see? Headbutt's desk.
I'm wearing a black shirt.
Ow.
No, I am the furthest thing from black. I'm like a big ass goddamn marshmallow covered in mayonnaise.
left out in the midday sun.
Ew, man. Can you fucking imagine?
Getting that funky sort of plastic-like film on the top there, getting a bit...
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, so we're there. We're almost there. We're a few seconds away. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you, Marshall, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now, if you want to go, if their show is still going on, the Pedestrian Pussy Plantain,
The plantain
podcast, go watch it.
Yes, John Morgan is having a show. And Shabisky's there, so go chill out with those guys.
Thank you guys. It's been fun. We'll see you guys Monday on the wood.
Later.